Hey guys, it's Tartan coming at you with another game of Islets. We're here. We've got 3 of the cores charged. We've done a bit more exploring, but we still have some stuff to find. Now, as I recall, we can't go further down. Oh, that's pretty funny. We get an upgrade, it was just waiting there for us to find it. We'll take the blast when we take damage. I mean, could be fun. Ah, we just needed to make that jump. I tried to make it a couple of times, but I didn't try hard enough, we didn't get the velocity. But this game, it's at its best when you're moving quick, The enemies and stuff, ooh, looks like a carnivorous boss arena. I expected to find one, but I wasn't sure. The runaway plant. Oh, wow, we should have dodged that. Oh, we've got... you have iframes like during the attack, so if we're about to go into a spike, we can just charge. Of course, we didn't even get to the enrage, but it's all about seeing the patterns a little bit. We'll get to it. Normal boss music, is what it is. I like the boss theme. There, what we're wanting to do, right? Here, jumping through is the move, but you go like so, and then you cross over, because then the last one will reach you. And failure to roll. It's alright. We're getting it. May not look like we're getting it, but we're getting it. Oh, wow, okay. I wasn't prepared. They even... Alright, so what are the visual cues? What is the way we dodge that? Is it just, probably just move to one side whenever they start rather than trying to stay centered? Yeah, not that. still haven't even seen the enrage yet. You know, maybe we should go back and buy more health. We could afford a little bit of health. Would it help? No, because, like, wow. I gotta figure out what to do with that attack. I mean, I know how to dodge that one. Did I do it? No. But the other one... Can't climb the walls about it. Wow. Boss fight. Wow. If only I was better at the game. There's a lot of elements, right? I'm not sure I know where the hitbox of my character is. We're gonna go try to buy an upgrade real quick. Because that fight is super tough. I don't think the upgrade is gonna make me win it, but we might as well get what we can get, right? No point holding on to money before a boss fight. Alright, so more health, we could get 2 whole points, or a better sword, so we'll take a better sword. Even though maybe we should go for arrows, maybe the short strikes are just supposed to be there to generate hits for the arrows. Alright, how did we even make that jump in the first place? It's no wonder I didn't think you could make it. What? What? I swear I tried to climb on these already. That's outrageous. I swear. I don't... I promise I tried to climb on them last night. It's possible... Okay. It's possible that when they grow, you can't climb on them and you have to restart the game. That is... Look, I get it if that's the case. That's just, like, pretty annoying. Because I thought I was stuck and needed to do something else earlier. Man. Got good tracking there. Oh, boy. Okay, now I see. Wow, okay. Well, the good news is now we see what the enraged looks like. Alright, so when we get the 3 clouds, we need to get up to the top because that's going to go across the whole bottom. Got it. Well, you know, if we can lean on the arrows a little bit, good. And honestly, we might have to go and grind some money to level up arrows, but I think we can get it without doing that. Yeah, because we can just use the iframes there as well if we get caught in the crossfire. Because doing it this way is totally outside of the spirit of the fight, I think, but I don't really honestly feel good about it. But I guess, you know, if the game lets you get invulnerable. Got him. Yeah, alright. What a good fight. That's a cool little boss fight there, isn't it? Boom. You know, torn between thinking about the iframe usage. Honestly, getting through the vines with it seems fine. Using it to dodge the move with the clouds, you know, not ideal. Ultimately, we only did it, you know, like once there on that attempt, and then, yeah, but a very cool fight. Awesome. And And we're going to replant this big ol' seed. And it'll be like, hey, you found my friend! So cute, right? Yeah. Thanks for bringing him back. Yes, cute. And he's just smiling there, waiting. And now we will get an ability to open these partial doors. Yes? Shoot arrows and teleport to them. Alright. And there is our roll into a little ball move. Oh, they closed off the door to ensure that you knew how to do it. You know, I imagine this will be mainly just a movement tech, you know, as a way to get through walls and stuff rather than something that gets implemented into, you know, your more regular motions. But, will they speak to me anymore? No, that is okay. We'll go down to the bottom there, and maybe we will connect this island to the others. We totally could have teleported to this thing. It's alright. You know, if we die... we'll just be back at the save point, which we can teleport from. And we'll get some money, which we can spend on goods and services. I just learned that was a Simpsons joke. And it's honestly like one of the funniest jokes I've seen ever. Can't believe I've been quoting that joke and not knowing where it came from. Well, I mean, the line itself is from an econ class. $20 could buy mini donuts. Explain. Okay, not that one. A different one. I think these were the ones marked in like red on wolf pine, so we'll be able to bounce over there. Back to this central hub there. This theme's so nice. All the music in this game's so good. Hey, letters! Snoot! Says, hey, go, here you've been planting some plants in the hanging gardens. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm actually quite the botanist myself. After a long battle, there's nothing more relaxing than tending to my plants. Bet you didn't think I had a soft side to me, too. I have a little garden shop in Rainy Plains. You should stop by it when you have a chance. A little garden shop. You know, maybe I will stop by sometime. It's got pink sales. I gotta say, Iko, I was expecting you would have gone home by now. Do I dare say that I'm impressed? Well, no, I don't think I would say that, actually. Snoot. Okay, let's go to the island hub. We've got some new motions. Maybe we can. Wait. Oh, they're here. They came to town. They brought their carnivorous plant with them. They painted the side of it. Very nice. Eiko, thanks again for bringing my friend back. I wanted to make it for the last time, so I'm bringing him on vacation with me. He's always wanted to go to the pits, because there's so many flies for him to eat. We're not here to see him at his shop, although if we do see him, of course, we'll say hello. Look, Snoot's a jerk, but he is hilarious. Just like a very funny dude. And I will always talk to him. I'm not like... so annoyed by his presence that, like, I won't talk to him. Forgotten Rots. I guess this is Wolfpine Island, but it's just a different part of it. Mayhaps. We'll find out. We're definitely right where we want to be, though. Hey, what's up, guys? This game is called Islets, which is sort of, it means, you know, like small island. Okay, so those guys are the source of the thing. I totally wasn't picking up on that for a moment. Okay, tricky room, but we get our upgrade. Okay, increased airship attack. See, it kind of looks like this one game your friend wants you to play called Rain World. Ah, Rain World. That one's on my list of games to get. I haven't got it yet. I heard it's pretty tough. Perhaps from what I know of Rain World, so this one you have like a sword and arrows and stuff. From what I know of Rain World, it's not as combat focused, but it's a very cool little game. You know, we got platforming and combat things. There are boss fights that are pretty engaging, I think. You know, you level up, you can buy stuff at a shop. It's sort of, you know, like, it's a Metroidvania, but you don't have, like, there's not, like, a bunch of different items to equip, like in Silksong, or Hollow Knight, right? Like, what I, you know, the ones I'm more familiar with, or Nine Souls. It's more of, you know, you get permanent upgrades to your stuff, and that's how you get stronger, but you don't mix and match, you know, as you go. But... yeah, you know, you go around and get adventures. We're a little mouse called Eiko. We've got an airship. Yeah, no, it's a really cool little game. Very charming, I think. It's made by a solo developer, and the music is made by, like, I think their brother. I really should look this up. They have the same last name. But yeah, it's a very cool game. I've been having a great time playing it. I've a few hours, and I think it's like an 8 to 10 hour sort of experience. But yeah, there are boss fights with a lot of, you know, like dodging elements. You know, it's very much reminiscent of other Metroidvanias I've played, only you don't lose all your money when you die, which is very nice. Yeah, we're a little mouse. We're a little mouse, and there's, like, we've got other friends that are other creatures. Like, there's this little gray bird who's hilarious and, like, sort of like a coward. He wants to be a hero, but he's not very brave. Yeah, we're a little mouse. So we have a sweet little airship that's got a cannon on it. We can just daka everywhere. It's awesome. And there's boss fights. There's boss fights in the airship also, where you're fighting in the air and like a bullet hell type thing where you're dodging around, and so like rather than a platforming boss fight, sort of like a flat plane bullet dodging boss fight. These aren't just statues. These used to be living creatures like you or me. Oh no. But that was before the Stone Witch came along. She turned them all to stone so this village would remain frozen in time. Forever! That's exactly why I'm here. It's my destiny! My family has been warriors for generations, so I have to keep the legacy alive. Whether to be the strongest or the fastest or the biggest or that good of a warrior in general, really. But if I don't kill the Stone Witch, my family will be super disappointed, so that has to count for something, right? Aww. Yes, we are a clean and nice mouse. It's not exactly self-defense, but, like, so the thing with the islands is they all used to be joined together, but due to an event in the past, something happened and it sundered them, so now they're separated. But they have, like, these, like, physical magnetic cores, like machines, and whenever we do the thing wherever we're at, we join them together. So, like, this right here is the map, and you see how they're different colors there. Now, the first island was the blue and the purple one. They're different colors for the sections, but, like, the top left, that was one map. But you get access to other ones. So we joined them together, but we had to go to different places originally for the right and the bottom for the map. But then the bridges are there to show you where now you can step over to, like, sort of direct you to where, more of the places can be for you to explore. But yeah, we're basically, the broad story is that we're on an adventure trying to be a hero, trying to make our family and everybody else proud. What I would call a generic hero motivation, but not like in a negative way. I love a good, like, go out and see the world and see if I'm gonna be the big hero story. I think it's great. But yeah, no, we're not. I'm not picking up that we're evil. Like, there are beasts that we're slaying and stuff, but like, it's deeply like disordered and chaotic things that we're attacking, or like pirates. You never get the sense that like it's a bunch of good guys who would be better off if we weren't there. You have your sword. It's a Metroidvania, so you start out, you don't have your double jump yet, and then, you can also climb on walls eventually, not at the very beginning, but you have your sword, and you have your arrows, and your sword strikes restore your arrows. And unlike in, like, Hollow Knight, at least as far as I know, there's not a way to restore your health in between save points or whatever. So, it's not like, oh, I'll hit him a bunch and then heal if I take some damage. It's like, you have this much health to get from point A to B. Constance? I don't know if I know that one. Is it good? I will put it on the list. Theoretically possible that I have it already. I didn't check in my Steam library, I just wrote it into my notepad. Alright, well, poison. Hey, but an upgrade! Huzzah! Yeah, this game came out, I think, 3 years ago? Arrow fire rate over money. The money's fine, but it's hardly a dramatic upgrade for, you know, your limited upgrades. I imagine there's a limited number of upgrades and you just have to take the money eventually, but... So you never thought one game could get you hooked to a genre like this, especially with Europe Solo? Do you mean... like you played Hollow Knight and then now you like these kinds of games? Sorry, I didn't really understand what you meant. But you know, I always loved platformers growing up, and I loved, you know, I didn't have Metroid on Super Nintendo. The cart was very rare. I played it on emulator, like some, but not like super extensively. But you know, my family had Castlevania 1 and Simon's Quest, which barely counts. It wasn't really like Castlevania, not important. And then 4 for Super Nintendo, and I really liked them. So, you know, I grew up playing the run and jump slowly and swing the whip and use the power-ups, and I really love basically all games like that, and like Mega Man and stuff. This isn't exactly like Mega Man, you know, but that's like these... You know, the genre name, you know, Metroidvania, you bring like the map and the exploration and sort of the platforming joy of sort of like Greybird. Oh, we've been caught. Oh, this is the guy from the beginning. Yeah, this is the guy from the beginning of the zone who thinks that we're the bad guy, and he's gonna be sad because he got all ready to fight us. I've caught you, Stone Witch. Now prepare to cry. Oh, I thought you were the Stone Witch. Good thing you're not, though. I totally fumbled my speech. Yeah, this is the guy from the beginning of the place. I thought it was going to be our buddy Greybird. Greybird normally pops up behind a bush and is like, I was going to be brave, but I got scared again. I've been playing this moment for a long time now, so it needs to be perfect. When I do find the real Stone Witch, my speech will be so beautiful and moving that she won't even mind her defeat. But yeah, but this game has 3 difficulty levels, which is great too. I'm playing on the hardest one. It's not crazy hard, you know, but certainly, you know, you can't just entirely roll over stuff. The boss fights can get pretty interesting with what they demand of you, you know, it's not... They aren't like total pushovers. I haven't spent, you know, like an hour on a boss or anything, but, you know, I definitely have spent a handful of attempts on a couple. Oh, this is another movement thing. We just got it, so it's just a teleporting arrow. I don't expect it'll be that useful most of the time, but actually, you know, depending... You know, because there could be like a boss move that's going to hit, and then you use that, and then do your roll. Oh yeah, you've got like an invuln roll too, so... You know, maybe... If we get iframes for shooting the arrow like that, then that's going to be like pretty busted. But yeah, and then the blue arrow is just our standard blow things up arrow. Not like Clawline exactly, you have to be sitting down for it. Sitting down, you have to be standing, you can't be in the air. So rather than like a fast movement tech, it's specifically to get you, they're like these little partial walls, and it solves those. So like in Metroid, there's a move where you turn into a little ball and roll, and I think it sort of, you know, mirrors that a little bit. Although we've got like an evasion roll, you know, because this just lets you teleport through otherwise impassable terrain. You know, maybe there's a spike, maybe there's a boss that's being annoying. Looks like this is going to be an arena. They're usually not too long. Yeah, we've just got a couple. Yeah. Almost ate it because I kept clicking my my arrows with the wrong thing. The arenas tell you how many models will be there, how many units you have to fight. So at the bottom, you know, it'll be like, you know, 4 or 2 masks. So you already know. Another one? Yeah. Oh, no, not again. Okay. We arrow them down. The gauntlets don't come back if you've done them before. You know, so all we would have to do is just run through. Oh, another element that... Larger enemy blast to death, yeah. Another element of the game that I quite like. So, the platforming things, they're a lot of fun. But, oh, so yeah. But, like, this is the wall that you teleport through with it, basically. So it's mainly an ability that gets you through instructions. But, so there's teleporters at save points. You can buy an ability to go to the teleporters at save points, but I digress. So, there's, like, breakable walls in basically every room with the platforming challenge or whatever. So, you don't have to do them twice. You know, if you die further on, you gotta run back from the save point or whatever. But if you did, like, 2 pretty complicated platforming puzzles, it's not like how in Hollow Knight there's, like, a pretty secret wall sometimes. Like, it's a very obvious shortcut that you can see that you'll be able to break. And it's not in every room. Hey, mouse again. You ever feel like you're just a warrior because you're supposed to? I don't personally, but I'm sure some warriors feel that way. Aw, what do you really want to be, man? It's just a lot of pressure, you know? What do you really want to be? Like a baker? Do you want to be a merchant? The world could use more of them. Little white orbs, like, are, you know, you attack and then it grapples to them and gives you a boost again. Receive a strange letter in your post box. Well, obviously that's more important than anything else is. But they're really fun little platforming things, I believe. And we have a thing where our double jump shoots an arrow down, which is pretty awesome. That was an upgrade, you know, it's not baseline. We're expecting probably a boss here. The game always gives you a save point directly before a boss. It's not a Sky Pirate boss, sometimes you gotta fly like 30 seconds there. The Stone Witch, it looks like a bird. Oh no. Aha, I have now caught you, Stone Witch. Now prepare for a battle more deadly than 1,000 battles. Prepare for a wound more painful than 1,000,000 wounds. Prepare for a death more deadly than death itself. She's gonna turn him to stone. Oh. I mean, funny, but very sad. He worked so hard on his speech. But yeah, but you'll get to see, like, sort of what, okay, that's not an enemy there. Wow! Whoops. But yeah, so, you know, this is the format of the boss fight. You know, you've got stuff to dodge, and then the boss themselves, you know, they have health bars. Now, I only played the very first boss on normal, so I don't know what they're like. But hard, I think, you know, gives them more abilities and faster, and then almost all bosses in Rage. Oh, yeah, I didn't skip it early enough. Okay, the crush does. Wow. Okay, well, we're getting there. We're totally gonna get there. And here we got him. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Stone Cold Witch. That was a cool little fight, and that's the point where you see, you know, your upgrades paying off, because we've got, you know, I think 4 or 5 sword upgrades now, so, you know, and all the arrow upgrades, so, you know. But now, poor dude's a statue too. I feel really bad for him. I mean, sure, we defeated the Stone Witch, but at what cost? If he just could have hung back a little bit. You know, hopefully we'll find a way to undo it, but as always, I'm reminded Final Fantasy IV, although, you know, he was hardly a sacrifice, he just lost, but maybe we'll find a thing to... Airship part? A ship motor. This is better than an airship part. It's a ship motor. Alright, well, we're going to go get that. And stop off at the, you know, we got a mysterious letter. We'll stop off at the nurse's office. Maybe she'll have some advice. Yeah, because our sword is, I guess it's 4 upgrades we've got, so it's almost all the way stronger. You may not know me, but I have a surprise for you hidden deep within these islands. The treasure I have cannot be found with only a map, so you must listen carefully. If your game is search underneath the massacre on North Sable Island, the ground may feel solid, but you must dig deep for your reward. Unnamed. It says, look at the statue I found. It looks so realistic, huh? Thinking of attaching it to the front of my ship as a figurehead? Suit, I will beat you up. I figure my ship needs a bit of decoration. Oh man, if he's not the villain, they are really setting him up to grind my gears. That's not alright. That mouse was a hero. Unless he's not a mouse, in which case whatever he is was a hero. A ship shop. Okay, we need 2 more parts. We have the motor for a better airship. Well... I don't even think we've ever come here, so I guess we can go this way. Under here is Cinder Island, which is home to the 3 great beasts. They are the most violent, dangerous creatures in all of the islands. If you ask me, catch all the islands is impossible because the 3 great beasts would never allow for that. Cinder Island is good for the rest. They have been able to fester and grow from tiny beasts to that terrifying Goliaths. It's kind of a bummer, I guess. Like how you're trying to do something that's totally impossible. Oh well. Sky Pirates up here, maybe? Sculptures of all the greatest warriors throughout history. As far as Earth forever defeats the 3 great beasts and connects the islands back together. Who knows, maybe there will be a statue of you here someday. The evil that mice do often moves after them. They realize in turn with their gods. So may it be with you. Oh, well. Clearly we'll need an armored ship to get through the barrier. Alright, well. We'll just go back to red zone there, or maybe any of the other places that look like they could go to the left direction. Plenty of places to explore. Let's get to it. And I'm pretty sure that when we go to investigate the mysterious letter, it's gonna be the suspicious frog trying to get us sacrificed to the 1,000 spirits again, which is a hilarious gag that never stops being funny. The more that I see that guy, the funnier it gets, right? Oh wait, I'm like, that showed me a lot of information. You know, certainly 9 upgrades that we didn't find at all. Like, how big is the place? But let's do a little run through, right? Let's see if we can find. Well, first we'll teleport to the places that look very likely, right? So there is a reward for postbox thing. We're supposed to go see our spirit buddy around here. I'm not sure where he would have ended up, though. hardly a good path to take, but that's alright. Really taking the long way. Aha! So I guess there would be plenty of places that, you know, that don't look hidden, but, you know, you could just climb up now that you can climb up. Alright, we were going to a specific place that was down there, and then we stopped. Not that one, because that is the... The big enemy explosion actually does pretty well for clearing the, you know, these fools away. Oh, it's not even... Can't even travel through it. Alas. It's okay. We acquired currency. Like, we did like a real quick attack into the poison and then bounced off while we still had the iframes. Love it. Is it good to give such unfathomable power to one mouse? Yes, yes it is good. Wonderful. Totally worth. Small pots explode on contact. I don't know what utility that would have. And money is money, and they've been trying to get us to take the money for a long time. Some upgrades are extraordinary, and some of them are merely pretty good. It's up to us to find out which is which. Okay, so this is breakable wall, not the punchable wall of our dreams. Fortunately, now that we can climb, you know, we can skip the very cool platforming section that I'm still happy to not have to do again. Alright, well, I won't say this was not a fruitful expedition, since we did get some stuff, but... here and just try to run across the bottom, I guess. Don't remember enough about this place to know why that might be a bad idea. Oh, we just didn't go right here. All right. Pretty messy. Oh, there's a teleporter in this room, though. Good. Well, it looks like this is a thing that we'll go to later. The backdrop there of the houses on top of those impossibly large spires. That's good stuff. I'm such a good archer. Got that blind firing down. It's just like a different route to getting up in that room, I guess. Alright, so I don't know how to do this, but I bet we can just charge across and live. Nope. No. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to do that until we figure out how to move those big blocks. Oh, you can move. Oh. Surely not through these. But yeah, well, okay. Very cool. Didn't even think of that, so teleports through a wall as well, potentially, so gotta keep an eye out. This room, I feel like some of the challenge is just, you know, getting here with the HP so that you can... Oh. I mean, I guess we take the melee damage here. Okay, so you can get through the upgrade path. You can get stuff that you could also buy at the store, which probably excludes the store upgrades. But yeah, maximum sword power, which was worth like 1,000. Hey, and that's 2 sword strikes to get him, so awesome. We hit the breakpoint we've been waiting for. They've got 20 HP, and now we do 10 damage. There. We lack the jump ability. Alright, so that one's got a wall. The one there lower has a wall. We've checked that, and that's the big movable block. Alright, so I guess it's time to go back to town and ask Big Bird with Spyglass where we're supposed to go. Okay, so it says it's over there, but how are we gonna get there? Maybe we can go right through that position there, and I just didn't realize it. And if not, then we at least know that getting in that direction is where we're supposed to be. Okay, no, there's maximum sword strength, and now we go over max. There's, you know, for all I know, it keeps on going. Oh, we get an achievement for sword strength of 10. I thought it was maximum. It's just sword strength 10. Okay, well, just worth it. You know, maybe we should save for upgrade markers next. That could be worth a lot of points. Well, I have had a super good time, but I think we're gonna call it pretty soon. But you know, we'll run through real quick and see if we can, you know, happen on anything interesting. Already done this run through here. Whenever I got. I wall climb in the first place. Yes, I very clearly did. There were map markers, though, for obstacles and such. totally haven't been back here. Nope, we can't. We just can't go through it. Taunting. But here we go. This is new. Oh, fascinating. Yeah. There's gotta be a reward at the end of this. This has been quite a long section. No. We still got plenty of HP, right? We got some. Ah, an airship part. Okay, well that makes it totally worth it. Beautiful. We need one more part. It's like, it's gotta be worth it. It is. We just need one more airship part to get it done, and that is a big old loop there done of this island. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And there, we unlock the loop and move forward. I guess and go over to the right. Oh, we can't go in that way. No, we just gotta wait for it to fall. Marvelous. Another zone. Oh. Alright, well, we can't... Maybe this will be like a bridge where it connects to another island later. So that's likely everywhere in this place. Likely. But it's alright. We'll figure it out. I hardly feel stuck. I mean, we've been finding nothing but stuff all along. But we need one more airship part in order to get it. 56% complete. Pretty good stuff, but I'm gonna go hang out with the old puppet dog and, you know, do a little bit more in my morning, but I'll be back to stream something probably. But, you know, maybe I'll see you then. The game is Islets. What a fun little game. I'm just having a great time with it. Gonna keep on keeping on with it. We're at 56% now, you know, 6 hours in, so moving at an alright clip. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you later, awesome guy. And maybe I'll see you guys in a later stream or video.